Looking out at the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, oh, I felt so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman, yeah. And when my soul was in the lost and found, came along to claim me. I didn't know just what was wrong with me. Ooh, but you helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful for what I'm living for. 'Cause if you're happy, baby, I don't need no more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman, yeah. Ooh, baby, what you done to me. You make me feel so good inside. Ooh, and I just wanna be, yeah, close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman, yeah. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Thank you. I'm going to sing one of my own songs now. It's called Hurt You First.
Sorry.
This is Joel. He's a man. You're too good to me. Fill me up when my glass looks empty. You always try to see a better version of me. I'm never waiting, 'cause I know that you'll always make it. I can't take it, you're just too calculated. It's you or me who breaks it all, yeah. It's you or me who takes the fall. So I'm gonna hurt you first, yeah. I'm gonna hurt you first. I'll be the one who makes you cry, be the one who gets to goodbye. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. Are you guilty? Is there a secret that you're hiding, my Prince Charming? I guess it's all a case of timing. Can you blame me for protecting myself, baby? You're too perfect, too perfectly orchestrated. It's you or me who breaks it all, yeah. It's you or me who takes the fall. So I'm gonna hurt you first. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt you first. I'll be the one who makes you cry, be the one who gets to decide. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. Oh, gonna make you cry, gonna say goodbye, gonna make you cry, ooh, every night. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt you first. I'll be the one who makes you cry, be the one who gets to decide. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you first. No, you'll be the one, yeah, you'll be the only one that's a cry, yeah. So I'm gonna hurt you first. No, I'm gonna hurt you first. So I'm gonna hurt you first. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Joel. Joel, everybody. Now, this is strange for me to have to stay on stage and talk. So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today for a while now. I spend most of my time thinking about what I want to sing about, what words sound good together, how I want to express a feeling that hasn't been done before in a different way. And then, of course, my mind wandered, like most neurotic artists' minds do. I thought to myself, did I email my manager back? Did I shut the garage? How do I get my record label to do more for me? I really need to call my mom back. Okay. Speech. No, I got to figure out what I'm going to talk about. A woman in music, in this day and age, what does that mean? Do I talk about how hard it's been? Do I talk about my Me Too story? Do I talk about the female artists that I look up to? What am I going to talk about? And then I thought to myself, wow, I am so fortunate and lucky to have the choice of what I want to talk about here. I have a complete moment here to express myself completely. And in that moment, I realized I have been given the gift of expression since I was little. I have been encouraged and supported to express myself freely, and now it's my job. I get to do this for my job. So then I didn't really want to come and speak at all. I got really nervous, and I felt really guilty. I have this gift that not everybody does. So I decided to eat some cold pasta, which is what I usually do when I don't want to do something. And when I was sitting there in the kitchen, I started thinking, how did this happen? How did I learn how to express myself? Why am I considered a strong female woman? And then I thought, why is my entire team female? How has this happened? I felt like these choices were not, intentional whatsoever, and it's pretty crazy. I think these days, when you're young, you think the world is a certain way, and that's just how it is. I assumed, everybody had a family who could sing and play instruments and talks too loud. I thought everyone had a mom who drove 2 hours every weekend, sat in the car, waited for vocal lessons, and then listened to me complain the whole way home. I also thought everyone had a dad who quit his job, started a new company, and succeeded at it. Where everyone had families that would sit through really bad piano recitals, horrible shows, encourage them to go to arts camps, force them to go to private schools they didn't want to for a better education. I could go on and on. I didn't realize all these things were shaping me this whole time. And I want to talk about a few people specifically that have shaped who I've become today because I think it's really important and very on trend. They all happen to be women. I have been encouraged and supported my entire life by women without realizing it. So then I thought, okay, I really have to write the speech because I want to know how this happened. Where did this start? And it started with my mother, the root of it all. My mom gave me the biggest gift of all. Not my looks, not my height, not teaching me the piano, not her pasta recipe, but the gift of expression. My mom moved to this country when she was little and she struggled. She found it really hard and, had to find a way to express herself, and that was through her music. She instilled that in me, and like her, music became my escape. This is when I first learned music was a tool I could use to express myself. Mom, I would not be here without you. I was a shy, really timid girl. I didn't want to be on stage. I have horrible stage fright, just FYI. But my mom made a constant effort to validate my feelings and make sure I always felt supported and encouraged. She made the choice not to force me into the creative world, but instead to nurture and inspire me to go at my own pace and to explore creativity my own way. Don't get me wrong, she is the hardest critic and my least favorite piano teacher. But she gave me permission and taught me how to express myself. And for that, Mom, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. For many years after that, music, the piano, became my only friend. I had learned how to express myself when I couldn't talk to people or, had the fear to. And that helped me express myself through most of my high school years. 6 years exact at an all-girl private school. Let's just say that wasn't very easy. I struggled academically and felt different than the other girls. I'm sure as we all know, puberty is hard, especially for girls, and it's not getting any easier. We all feel different. We also know girls can be very, very mean. I went to school with some of women of today, but wow, we could all be very mean. I was the only student in my entire grade that applied to a music college, and that in a few years even. As the years passed there, I realized I was much more different and wanted to do different things than these other girls. What music I listened to, I'd rather go in the chapel and play music than go to Dunkin' Donuts, though I really do love Dunkin' Donuts. And my school's motto was courage and confidence. And back then, I made fun of this, and just didn't care. But now I think back, and I think I had those traits. Having these girls make me feel different than them, it isolated me, but it also made me turn inward to myself. And because my mom had taught me how to express myself, that's what I did. I played the piano, I worked on my craft, I became a better musician. And I'm not close with a lot of these girls today, but I think about them often, and now I understand why. All these girls, all the invitations I didn't get invited to, every eye roll, that all helped me figure out how to be more myself, how to work on who I wanted to be. So I'm very grateful for all those girls now. As I continued to grow and become a better musician, I realized I could maybe do this for my job, which is wild because I'm not really good at anything else, so thank God. I dropped out of my prestigious music conservatory in New York that I worked so hard to get into and started making decisions that my parents didn't agree with, my friends had no idea why, and sometimes I doubted. But deep down, I knew that this is what I needed to do. These are the right decisions for me. As I started to get more and more interest, I realized I needed some help. I needed a manager. All artists need a manager, not any manager, the right manager. My manager, I met her 6 years ago. She's a Chicago native raised by a single mother, and she is terrifying. A strong, beautiful redhead, she had no problem telling me that she didn't like what I was wearing, and she thought my songs were just When I first met her to become my manager, she spent the whole meeting telling me what she think I needed to change. Out of all the meetings I met, she was definitely the meanest, but I knew she was the one. Dana is partner of a successful press and management company called Biz3, run by herself and Catherine Frazier, another woman, who's also very terrifying. My manager, Dana, is a strong, badass woman in music. I wanted her in my corner. She has helped me express myself, and understand what it means to follow through and fight for what you believe, even when it hasn't been done before. You know, sometimes I feel defeated, and that shy Niia comes back, and I'll take no for an answer, but she does not. She'll show up in meetings with a sweatshirt and not care. Just to give you like a visual, Biz 3's logo is a female hand giving the middle finger with legs and high heels. But most importantly, she believed in me. She wanted to help me continue to express myself in new mediums, in the record label office, in front of people on stage and more. She kept continuing to encourage me. I moved to LA 5 years ago, all alone, rented a small carriage house, and it was just me and Dana. I look back at these 5 years, and in that time, I've released an EP, a critically acclaimed first album, signed with a major record label, signed to a modeling agency, attended fashion weeks, worked with some of the biggest writers and producers in the industry, performed all over the world, gave a TED Talk, opened for bands, performed for Gloria Steinem, this speech, and probably a bunch of other things I can't remember. And she helped me do it all. Without her, I would not be able to do this. She also helped me find some collaborators. My best friend, who happens to shoot all my music videos, her name is Sasha Samsonova. Sasha's from the Ukraine, and unlike me, she had no support system. She did not have parents sitting in the front row helping her, buying her cameras. Somehow Sasha managed to move herself to LA and is now one of the biggest sought-after photographers, shooting for the Kardashians to giant brand campaigns. She's taught me how to express myself through visuals. She has encouraged me to be more confident in front of the camera, up on stage. For her, I'm very grateful. So this is crazy to me. Why am I so surprised? How did I not know women were what made me who I am? It was crazy. I wasn't jealous. I wasn't insecure of these women. I was empowered. This whole time, I had been subconsciously leaning on them, learning from them, everything. Like a vampire, I guess, actually. How did I not know this was happening? You know, I believe women are vulnerable and emotional, but also strong and powerful. I have always been more on the emotional and vulnerable side, and I think I've been drawn to these strong, powerful women to help me empower myself, to become a strong and powerful woman I am today. Being in the music industry, I think you need both of these sides to make art and be successful. It's a very hard line to walk every day, and sometimes I don't know if I want to do it. The music industry has ways to go for women, and the division is still quite alarming. To give you some insight, in 2017, 84% of artists of popular songs were male, and 16% were women, which is a 6-year low for female artists. A total of 899 individuals were nominated for a Grammy Award between 2013 and 2018. 90.7% of these nominees were male, and 9.3% were female. Fewer than 10% of the nominees for Album of the Year are female. Over the last 6 years, 0 women have been nominated for Producer of the Year, and in publishing history, there has only been 1 CEO. I'm very proud to stand here today and say I have a female manager, a female A&R at my record label, I work with a female director, and I write and sing all my own songs. Now I am saying you need, thanks. Now am I saying you need an Italian mother, a director who knows Kylie Jenner, and a private school education to be a woman in music today? No, of course not. Everyone has the ability to express themselves once they find their voice. Sometimes I feel sad and really confused when I think about all the girls and women out there that don't have a strong mom, that don't like themselves, that take no for an answer, and for the ones that don't have a voice at all. You know, I never got into music to share it. Standing on a stage was something I never wanted to do. But now I think about all these women, and now I feel it's my responsibility to keep writing music from a strong female's perspective, get on these stages, share myself, share and express what I want to say, but also encourage everyone else to find their voice. It hasn't been easy, and it will never be easy. And there are a million other things I could have talked about today. But I felt it was important to share that I cannot take all this credit for who I am today and why I'm a strong female. I wanted to thank Kathy and everyone at the Ad Club for making me write this speech, because I learned something. I am who I am because of the women I have and continue to surround myself. And now I look out at all of you and I find it fitting that, of course, I'm here around strong and brave women who are about to express themselves. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.